out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. This is Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready? 56. Check. 20. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They will go for it. Now Newton. Dancing to his left. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Scarlett. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Great.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Look at it. Check 56. Russell run. They're running it.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar. So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Haskins. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harmon. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Hey, the tip, buddy. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check 53, Mike. Check pass. Check pass. Check. 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 Showing up. Showing up. Check safety. Check safety.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Gun. I got you.
A final shot before the break. Newton to the right side, and he's got more complete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
And the Redskin first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Catch is made, it's Harmon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
First down, Redskins.
Get ready. Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 53. Get your swerve on.
Now it's Newton. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick-6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They will start the drive with Scarlett. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day.
Now Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 77 yards as they have taken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Redskins scoop it. And he returns it into enemy. Territory down to the 45-yard line.
1st down and 10.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Dontari Poe busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. K1 short, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
You can't, hey! You can't block me. You can't block me. Shoot, shoot, shoot. 66, pull it, now. 56 to Mike.
Again, it's Elliott. And some room to run now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. That'll be caught right side. It's Butler. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold it. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
We're going to set you down. Hey, look at it. 53, check 53. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Newton to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now Haskins on 1st down. Able to find his running back, Geis.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Haskins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Third down. Here's Haskins. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second and 10, Haskins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Rush in. 59 mark. Check. 59.
Now Haskins, third and long. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 59, Mike. Hey, rock it. Let's go.
They snap it to Smith. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now it's Smith. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second and 10, Smith. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Redskins on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Right there.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kelvin Harmon with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What do you need? Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On first down, Italia. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Redskins' 30.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Newton. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing
Today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was